Coming up on Our World, the president issues a warning to oil production countries after their latest move could send gas prices skyrocketing, plus taking it to trial, the compelling evidence prosecutors say they have against members of the Oath Keepers. And a fat bear in Alaska is getting all the attention. We'll tell you why, straight ahead. Welcome to Our World. I'm Stephen Walker. President Biden is threatening to punish Saudi Arabia for supporting oil production cuts. The regime is part of the OPEC Plus cartel, which says it will slash 2 million barrels a day starting next month. The Advocate Channel's Amy Kiley reports on the potential response to that economic blow.
There will be consequences.
That's President Joe Biden's threat to Saudi Arabia. It comes after the oil-rich nation said it would cut production next month, along with other members of OPEC+.
It is Putin and Saudi Arabia against the United States.
Some lawmakers are already calling for specific consequences. Democratic Senators Richard Blumenthal and Ro Khanna have announced a bill that would stop all U.S. arms sales to Saudi Arabia for 1 year. Other countries could suffer under the oil cuts, too. The chief economist for the International Monetary Fund predicts this for next year.
People dealing with high energy prices and food prices, and so it's going to feel worse than where it is right now.
Saudi Arabia has a dismal record on human rights. U.S. intelligence believes its crown prince orchestrated the murder of journalist and U.S. resident Jamal Khashoggi. That's the same prince Biden fist-bumped when he visited Saudi Arabia in July. The White House seems intent on recasting those optics now.
Since taking office, the president has been very clear that the United States needs a different sort of relationship with Saudi Arabia.
I think the president's been very clear that this is a relationship that we need to continue to reevaluate.
The president has been clear all along, and that we need a different sort of relationship with Saudi Arabia.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Biden continues to insist his trip to Saudi Arabia was never about oil. The federal trial against members of the Oath Keepers is underway. They're charged with seditious conspiracy in connection with the January 6th attack on the Capitol. The prosecutors are using the defendants' own words against them. The Advocate Channel's Sarah Sidner reports.
In the first trial for seditious conspiracy related to the January 6th attack on the Capitol, prosecutors homed in on the planning to keep former President Trump in power and the motives of Oath Keeper founder Stewart Rhodes and 4 others.
They stole the ballot in multiple ways.
Prosecutors played video of Rhodes from this November 14th, 2020 Million MAGA March rally, where Rhodes claimed the 2020 election was stolen.
Half this country won't recognize Biden as legitimate. They won't accept this election. Anything he signs, supposedly he signs into law, we won't recognize as being legitimate. It'll be very much like the founding fathers. We'll just wind up nullifying and resisting it. We just won't obey it.
What does resisting it mean?
What's that?
What does resisting it mean?
Well, when they come to try to enforce it, we'll defend ourselves against the enforcement.
The jury also saw a slew of chatter among the extremist self-described militia after that same November march. Next time, and there will be a next time, there will be real violence for all of us, read one exchange between defendant Thomas Caldwell to a member of the Oath Keepers. It was sent 2 days after that November rally outside the Capitol protesting the 2020 election. Prosecutors also showed jurors an open letter Stewart Rhodes wrote to Trump after his election loss, imploring the president to invoke the Insurrection Act. Know this, millions of American military and law enforcement veterans and many millions more loyal, patriotic American gun owners stand ready to answer your call to arms and to obey your orders to get this done. Prosecutors then turned to Jessica Watkins, another Oath Keeper facing seditious conspiracy charges, showing her November 2020 Facebook messages about then President-elect Joe Biden. America's largest militia says it will refuse to recognize Biden as president and resist his administration. Prosecutors also showed the items the FBI confiscated from Watkins' car and home, including Army-issued goggles, a helmet, pool cues, and zip ties. Her defense attorney, though, pointed out that pool cues could be used as defensive weapons. Defense attorneys say their clients saw themselves as peacekeepers, not attackers.
If found guilty in this trial, the extremist group members each face up to 20 years in prison. United Airlines plans to expand its transatlantic flights next summer. United's summer 2023 schedule will include 3 new destinations: Dubai, Malaga, Spain, and Stockholm, Sweden. The airline said its transatlantic schedule is 10% larger compared to 2022. United said it's working very closely with European airports to ensure they can handle their passengers and new flights. Starbucks customers can now earn Delta Sky Miles. The coffee chain is partnering with Delta Airlines and awarding 1 mile for every $1 spent at Starbucks. As an additional perk, on days members are scheduled to fly Delta, they will earn double stars on rewards points on their Starbucks orders. The brands have 2 of the most popular loyalty programs in the US. Starbucks has more than 27 million members in the US. Delta has about 100 million global members. Another wealthy thrill seeker will suit up and head to space. SpaceX announcing it has booked another mission around the moon. Dennis Tito, a US millionaire, and his wife plan to take the week-long lunar expedition. The 81-year-old was the first person ever to pay his way to space 21 years ago. The rocket is still under development at SpaceX in South Texas. A winner has been crowned in this year's Fat Bear Week contest in Alaska's Katmai National Park and Preserve. The 2022 champion, a bear known by the number 747, making his second victory in 3 years. The contest is a week-long celebration of bears gorging themselves on salmon at the preserve in preparation for winter hibernation. Fans watch and vote. Based on initial results, there were more than 900,000 votes. 747 defeated bear number 901 in the finals. 747, who weighs up to 1,400 pounds, is the biggest bear known to catch salmon at Brooks River. Pride.com is making history with its first digital cover, featuring the stars of the original series High School. The new streaming series is based on the best-selling memoir of the musicians Tegan and Sarah Quinn, and was created by their friend, actor and director Clea Duvall. The stars of the series are Rayleigh and Susan Gilliland, along with Kobe Smulders.
Hey, my name is Tegan, and I'm from a band called Tegan and Sarah. I fired Sarah, so it's just me, and I came to you from the cover shoot for Pride to talk about what Pride means to me. For me, Pride continues to evolve and change over the course of my lifetime because the world is changing and evolving, but I think it still really just means being yourself and living your authentic life, and love is the most important thing, and so find lots of it in your life, and so that's what I do. So that's what it is for me.
I'm here shooting the cover of Pride magazine, and to me, Pride means accepting and loving who you are.
Hello, my name is Rayleigh Gilliland, and I'm here shooting the cover of Pride magazine. And Pride means to me, loving your authentic self and being proud of who you are.
to pride.com for the full feature article on this historic cover shoot and exclusive behind-the-scenes footage. Thank you for joining us for Our World. The Advocate channel is streaming now on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV and Android TV. You can also download our app on your Android and Apple devices.